Yo, what is going on, Steeler Nation? We are back with another episode of the Steel Factory podcast, episode 207.
7? Yeah.
207, 207. Joined by my co-host.
What up?
And it's finally that time, gentlemen. We have our week 1 preview today. For this episode, we are going on the road to Cincinnati to play the Bengals in a game where we are severely the underdog here. What are the initial thoughts here?
Not good. That about sums it up.
Not looking forward to it.
I don't know, man. It's just we felt the same way going into that Bengals game. Probably a little less worried, I'd say, because the Bengals weren't the AFC champions, the defending AFC champions. But I don't know, man. I'm definitely a lot more excited for this Steelers season than I was for the last Steelers season. But this game is like fuck. Like of all people, why do we gotta play this team week 1?
Yeah, what's interesting about this Steelers season is I would say we have basically the same ceiling of like maybe a round in the playoffs and then getting blown out. But like I think it'll just be more entertaining with this team in general. I think like Mitch or Kenny, if he ever comes in, is gonna make the offense a lot more interesting, especially in the first half than Ben ever did.
Right, and that brings us to the first point here. Mitch officially announced as a starter on what I guess you could say Monday when that depth chart got released, but then that Monday was the phony depth chart that had Kenny at the number 3 spot and had all of us shaking in our boots.
Yeah, you were fucking heated.
Oh man, I was going through it that day. My every day was fucking ruined. I was like, no way. I was like, bro, in a league where everyone is trading their first round picks for like all pros and all this, ours is gonna be sitting on the bench with no helmet on game day. What a waste. Like I honestly rather have just traded our first round pick for our first round pick next year if that was the case. But yeah, Kenny did get properly placed into the second QB role, which I'm a lot more comfortable with. I mean, he's basically a play away from getting in at this point now. When that play will happen or when it'll happen, who knows? But I've talked myself into Mitch for a good few weeks now. Or I'm prepared for a good few weeks of Mitch. And I'm excited, man. We have a lot of weapons on offense. The offensive line is still terrible, but I'm feeling about the same as way I felt last year for the offense. Maybe a little bit more hopeful though, optimistic.
Yeah, the thing with Mitch is you're right. He is basically like a play away from getting pulled. It's too bad that like that one play is a pick six and he's never actually managed to throw one.
No, I'm talking about like an injury. You know what I mean? Injury. Like imagine they have the one rule where if your helmet gets knocked off, you have to come out for a play or some shit like that, right?
Wasn't that college?
That was pros too.
I don't know. I thought it was just college. But...
something like that. But like, if it gets hit to the head and they're on the ground, they have to come out for a play. Something like that, with our O-line, something like that's bound to happen, honestly.
Is a peak homer take. I hope Mitch gets a light concussion for Kenny to see the play.
And then Kenny comes in and throws a fucking 80-yard touchdown. Oh yeah. But yeah, that was a weird incident, and then like Tomlin had to have a whole press conference dedicated to that error that was on like an intern's end about the typo. What do y'all think about that though? The clerical error that occurred in the depth chart released on Monday that got fixed on Tuesday. Are we buying it or not?
No.
No. Do you think the Steelers front office just saw the reaction of Steelers Nation on that and just said no, we can't do it? Even though Tomlin's been saying all preseason long, we're not gonna make any knee-jerk reactions to the games. But here and behold, that happened. That was an interesting start to the week leading up to the first game.
I think it's kind of bullshit, right? Like it's not like no one proofread that, right? Like no one went back and double checked.
Think
like,
someone
Mason at 2? That seems right. Like
it's
one of the only same. They use the same like document from last year, and they just inputted everyone's new name.
They slapped on the first depth chart that released at the first week of camp and didn't change anything. They just got rid of the players that got cut. That's all it really looks like.
Maybe our depth chart guy got a stern talking to.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you actually doing your job, or is
Tomlin aired him out the same way he aired out the O-line apparently,
Oh yeah.
And stern talking too. But later on Tuesday, number 32 has been announced to be retired. Franco Harris.
Yeah, there's some weird rumors coming out that we might sell the team. Nah, just kidding.
Dude, everyone was there. The rumors that were going around or the predictions for what this like special press conference was gonna be yesterday were hilarious. I was seeing, oh, they're selling the team, or like a whole new uniform, or some shit like that, and it was like, oh, we're just retiring Franco's number.
The Hunt's catch-up end zone is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
announced.
The
Gotta be
bleeding
sick.
red end zone. Any thoughts on that though? Before we start getting into like the main course of this podcast episode.
Do we actually have any like officially retired numbers?
Just Joe Green and number 70. 70 played like way back. I don't know who
Yeah,
he is.
before the 70s. Yeah,
He was
it's
the
kind of weird.
pre-merger. I don't know that I think it's weird. He's technically the third number to be retired. They just don't issue some numbers, like Troy and Hines. From our era, I guess you could say. And Ben
Yeah, we
now.
have the Steelers have a little bit of a weird sort of philosophy when it comes to that.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it too, Joe Green didn't get his number retired till I want to say like 2014. So they really hold on to it to see, I don't know. I guess their long impact long after they retired and see how they are, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the Immaculate Reception has had a big enough impact on NFL culture.
Oh
to
yeah, oh
warrant
yeah. I want to know like what their check marks are though, that they want to actually like properly retire a number. You think Bradshaw's pissed that he hasn't gotten his number retired yet?
I mean,
I
does
would be
anyone like
pissed.
really? What's up?
I'd be pissed if I were Bradshaw. I don't think anyone really cares.
I really hope he's there though, because I know he's not really like that involved, and that's probably why the Steelers haven't really retired his number either, because he doesn't really like um come back for any of like their ceremonies or anything like that. He's not really that involved as a team as like Joe Green has been apparently. Um, but yeah, let's get into the Bengals now. Enough of the dirty laundry here. Just wanted to get that out of the way, cause the little news that's happened this week. But I'm ready now that we actually have a game to look forward to and talk about now. Who wants to start us off?
I mean, I think what's going to be interesting is definitely like our secondary battle. You know, the Bengals have a lot of weapons and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, and we have two number 2 corners, I feel like. And obviously we have Minka over the top, so he's probably going to hover over Jamar Chase, who has more of that big play kind of potential. I think don't the Bengals also have Mixon, right? Their run game,
Mixon,
their run
Tyler
game's
Boyd.
crazy good. And our run defense has not looked improved.
Yeah, it was terrible last year, and I don't think it's gotten any better.
Yeah,
I think Miles Jack is really good, but we'll see if he
I
can
don't think
do-
Miles Jack is enough to fix the run game. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes with Miles Jack, but I definitely think he provides more as like a coverage linebacker. I might be full of shit right now, but I don't know, man. It starts with the trenches though. On the run game though. We'll see what how Ogunjobi has an impact early on. And of course we still got Cam Hayward there too. Who could forget? But yeah, it's gonna start with how the Bengals can manage the run game. And yeah, like you said, our corners, we do have like two number 2 corners, and I guess Cam Sutton, you could say. I don't know. I've seen Cam Sutton's apparently ahead of all of them in the depth chart
Levi
though.
Wallace. Yeah,
He's like the main side corner.
Mollett is the nickel.
Well, that
right?
is like the designated nickel actually. So that's gonna be interesting to see. But either way, we have a surplus of corners that could hold their own, I believe. And then who could forget Minka on the back end? Terrell Edmonds fills his job nicely too. But yeah, I think that's gonna be more of the matchup to look at, right? Their offense versus our defense.
Yeah, as far
Yes.
as our offense goes, it's I mean, our offense is just gonna be interesting in general. I don't think we've ever seen the playbook this open, right?
Yeah. It'll be nice to see a mobile quarterback running this system.
Yeah. I don't really know much of the Bengals defense. Any any strengths and or weaknesses for there?
I think weren't they really good defensively, like on the D
Their
line
D
during
line,
their
I
playoff
think
run?
their D line is actually pretty good, and that's gonna give us fits for our struggling O line to say the least.
Yeah.
Um.
I think we see a lot of quick little passes, and
Oh yeah, like we saw last year, huh?
our offense is going to be totally different, man, for sure.
But
With this
our
line.
quarterback could run now.
I
Dude,
guess
we'll
he's gonna
see
have
what
to escape the
happens,
pocket,
man.
man.
The
What's
pocket's
that?
gonna be moving, yeah, for sure. I'm excited for
If
that.
he, I think if we get a big play, it'll be Mitch like breaking out of the pocket and just hopefully someone just breaks wide open.
Prime move.
I
Najee's
mean,
Something
gonna
like
get a
that.
handful of passes, I could see.
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
There wasn't there one game last year where he had like 14? That
I
shit was
think it was
crazy.
the Raider
The
game,
Raider
right?
game,
Yeah.
right? He got like 14 passes.
yeah. Do you think Najee is gonna have to become less of like a running back that you hand off to, and more of like a running back that you just kind of, you let the play kind of evolve a little bit, more play action sort of back? You
Ideally,
give him,
you let both happen, right?
yeah. I just don't think with our line we have the ability
The
to set
one
up the
knock
right
on
block.
the one knock on Najee too is that he doesn't have like the breakaway like runs. Or we were hoping for him to have more, and he didn't really. But he's the type of guy that's not gonna go down on the first guy that tries to tackle him. It's gonna take 3, maybe 4 guys to bring him down. Um, that's good in short yardage. The run average is not gonna be pretty, especially behind this O line. But I think you can't give up on the run. But if we're down like 14-0 early, it's gonna be interesting. Um, any predictions for how this game's gonna go? Is it gonna be the old Steelers special when we're the underdog, or we somehow pull a game out of our ass, or we're just gonna it's gonna be a repeat of how the Bengals games were last year?
I think it's gonna be a repeat, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think it'll probably just be a straight up loss. I don't see us like their offense is crazy good. Their line is better, which was the only knock on them before. And our offense is, I think, it's still in the process of really coming together. I could be wrong though. Maybe our offense has totally fucking changed. We haven't even seen Mitch, really have a whole game to himself.
See how
Um,
it just flows on, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see, man. Um, any predictions y'all want to throw out right now? As terms for this, terms of score.
For score, I have 38-21.
38.
Oh my
You got the
Bengals.
Bengals dropping 38 on our forehead. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I think 30-17.
30-17.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I have us like pulling it out 17-16. We end up doing a good job forcing the Bengals to field goals, and the offense does just enough, and the defense is able to just basically set the offense up, keep us in it, and we pull it out. I could see that happening. And
That's
that's
ambitious.
just gonna say a lot about our team and the type of character we have. Starting off the game with a close one.
That's true.
Um,
We come out strong in week 1.
we come out strong week 1, but then like the whole first month of the season after that is usually pretty slow. Besides
think
that
if
one Patriots game, but then Ben was like literally playing hurt the whole time. Was it like 2019 when he got injured?
Yeah.
That was
Or
a
the
bad
Seahawks
one.
game.
The first game without AB.
That was terrible.
But yeah, I want us to get into our revamped record predictions for this season now. Now that we got the preseason out of the way, we wanted to do this as well. Um,
Oh man.
we kind of got more of a feel for the team after the preseason. We know where we're at with quarterback, and we've kind of see how every other team has moved on our schedule. So yeah, as you can see, you got both. You two have us losing. I got us winning this game. What do you guys think our final record's gonna be, or do you guys want to run down the list again?
We can run down the list again.
All right, I'm bringing up our schedule. This is fun. This is fun. All right, so we'll move on to week 2 here. We'll have the Patriots at home.
Patriots at home. I think we can squeak out a W. I don't think the Patriots offense is that great.
So you have that win?
We win that game.
All right, I got us winning that game as well. All right, at Cleveland Thursday night, week 3.
I think we win.
Win.
So
I got
2-1
to
so
win
far.
there too. No Deshaun Watson, win. All right. You guys have us at 3-0. You guys have us at 2-1. Jets at home, 10 o'clock game or 1 p.m. game.
I think we win.
Win.
Win. Do you guys think
Yeah.
Joe Flacco's gonna play or Zach Wilson?
They said Zach Wilson in week 4 was like the earliest, right?
Yeah.
Against us. I think Wilson will play.
All right. So 4-0, 3-1, 3-1. All right. At Buffalo, what is this, week 5?
3-2.
Yeah, we lose. We lose.
Yeah,
that
we
easy.
lose this game, and I don't think this game's gonna be even close. All right, week 6, right?
Fuck.
Tampa Bay in Pittsburgh.
Lose.
I think we win actually. Like
Really?
this is the crazy defense game, like against the Bills last year, but we'll do it at home.
I think this is a win, not because of how good we play. I just think the Bucks aren't really that good anymore. Or I could be wrong, and we lose. But honestly, I feel like we're just gonna end up matching well against the Bucks here. All right,
So
in
4-2
Miami,
so far?
Sunday night, week 7, right?
yeah.
How are we feeling?
I think we win.
I think we win by like a field goal.
I think we win because we have way more emotionally, and we're way more emotionally invested in this game with Minka and Brian Flores.
Yeah, we
It's a
just want
win.
it more.
All right, in Philly, Halloween Eve.
I don't think the Eagles are that good.
I think we lose this game. This is that game
Yeah.
that it's just
trap
goes
game?
wherever. Not necessarily a
Yeah.
trap game. It's just it could go either way, and
Like
we're
we
just
just
due
play
for a
like shit?
loss. Yeah,
What are we at?
I have us at 2 losses at this point.
I'm 5-3 right here.
5-3.
So I'm 6-2.
Okay.
You guys 5-3. All right,
Yeah.
then we'll go to the bye week, and then we'll have New Orleans at home.
Oh, I don't know anything about the fucking Saints. I've always remembered them being good, but they don't have Breeze anymore. They don't have Sean Payton anymore.
They have a lot of question marks on this team. I have us winning it though.
I think we win just simply because, like, you're right. They do have a lot of question marks. There's more like I feel like they're in a rebuilding phase.
Yeah.
I think their defense is actually really good, so I'm gonna say we lose this game.
Oof. All right. Cincinnati comes to Pittsburgh Sunday night. I think that's Sunday night, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
have
we
us.
lose.
I have us losing this one. Just because of how just because we beat. I have us beating them the first game. I don't see us sweeping them. So if we lose Sunday, I'm changing this to a win though. Wait,
I think
Chewy.
it's a loss.
It's a loss, Chewy. All right, losses all across the
Yeah.
board here. All right, in Indianapolis, Monday night. I think this is what, week 13, 14,
Something like that.
13 or 12. I don't know. We're getting deep into the schedule though. Last game in November. Monday night in Indianapolis. I have us winning.
Me too.
Really, you guys think we can? I mean, if JT's healthy, I think he's gonna fucking
No,
kick
I
our
just
ass.
think no matter
We
how
have
good
the
the
Colts
Colts have
number
been
for
the
some
last 10
reason.
years, we've always beat them.
That's
We
true.
always beat them. I don't know why, but yeah, I have this as a win.
You're right. We do always beat the Colts.
Monday night too. Yeah. Even if it's on the road.
I think we beat the Falcons.
Yeah, we beat the Falcons too.
Yeah.
Have us at 3 losses now.
I'm at 7-5 after the Falcons.
You have us losing to the Falcons?
No, 7-5
Oh,
with
oh,
winning to the
okay.
Falcons.
All right.
Yeah.
Baltimore comes to Pittsburgh.
We beat them.
Yeah, we beat them.
I
beat-
think
yeah.
we figured out
This is
Lamar.
one. I don't know, dude. Is Lamar playing?
What?
I think he'll play. His contract situation.
He's apparently
Oh.
giving Friday as a deadline. Yeah. have
Doesn't
us
he
as a
want
win,
like 250 mil, like guaranteed? That guy's fucking crazy.
Well, Deshaun, he cupped a lot too, so he's asking for that.
though? Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? I hope the Ravens pay him. Lamar deserves that money.
Lamar deserves it.
I give him
100%.
300.
I give him what
Yeah.
he wants. Plus another.
I would
50
give him
mil.
a percentage of the cap just to really lock him in.
I give him part ownership just to lock him in.
20%. Nothing crazy.
All right. At Carolina, week 17, 16, 14. Week 14 now. Getting in the middle of
I think that's a win.
December. This is a win, right?
Yeah.
I don't think McCaffrey's playing at this point. So yeah, I think
What about Baker?
Mayfield or
Is
Darnold?
Baker still playing?
Yeah. He's playing, but he's not lighting it up. Just average.
All right. Christmas Eve, Saturday night. There's just way too much going on in Pittsburgh for us to lose this game. We're winning, even if the Raiders are like 11-2 at this point.
yeah, I
think we
definitely would
lose.
take it.
I think we lose.
You think we lose?
Really?
Yeah, Derek Carr is better than what we have.
Oh my
Devontae
God.
Adams.
You're right.
Devontae Adams, I think, will fuck us up for some reason.
I think Derek Carr is gonna drop a massive fucking year. It's gonna be huge.
You're saying that because you picked him in fantasy, didn't
Nah, I just like, dude, they have Devontae Adams. It's gonna be crazy. That offense is gonna be crazy.
you? All right.
Yeah.
In Baltimore on New Year's Day.
I'm gonna go
1
loss.
o'clock game. I have this as a loss. I think this is our 4th loss.
Yeah, it's pretty rare we sweep the Ravens.
Yeah, we've done it the
So,
last 2 years too, so I think we split this time. And then last game of the year. No time yet for this game because it could have playoff implications, but Cleveland comes to Pittsburgh. The Browns are out of it at this point, and we're playing for seeding in my book, and we have a win.
against
I think we win
Deshaun.
this game.
Fuck, I have us going 13-4. That's actually insane.
I have 10-7.
Yeah, that
And I
sounds
think
All
about
right, let me
Yeah.
give you guys the non-homer take here.
10-7.
10-7, and then 13-4. Damn.
What did we go last season?
9-8-1. Or no, 9-7-1.
Damn, that's a pretty cap fucking record.
Cap record.
Yeah, just like I said earlier, like I think as far as record goes, I think we have the same ceiling as with Ben. I just think in general this is gonna be more interesting because we always knew like this team's not good enough to like really go deep into the playoffs. But I think this year I think
the schedule's easier first and foremost than last year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're good enough to make a playoff run again. I think it's basically the same record as last year.
Does 10-7 get you a wild card this year?
It
So
should.
close.
Did last year? It got you the 6th seed last year, actually, right?
I don't know, the AFC, is it West with the Chiefs?
Are they going to
the
take up all
Chargers,
the
and
playoff
Broncos?
spots?
I think they're going to get 3 playoff
I think
spots.
personally, one of those 4 teams is going to end up having a losing record. Not all of them are going to have a
Who's the
winning
4th
record.
team in them?
I feel like
Is
the
it
only
Chiefs?
It's either going to be
The
it's
Raiders?
either going to be the Broncos or Raiders. I think the Chargers
Yeah.
finally pull
Well,
it
all those
together
teams
and
are
go
really
like
good,
the
man.
Chargers are going to go like 15-2 this year. Watch something fucking crazy. Chiefs will have a good year too. They'll go like 12-5.
yeah, that division's fucking crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no
I think
idea.
all those are.
No one's going to
all
sweep,
of those teams.
but I feel like
all
there's
of
just
those
too many
teams have a
losses around.
higher ceiling than us.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone talks about how good the AFC North is, but I just feel like AFC West, their ceilings are
The
a lot higher
quarterbacks
and
are
their
just-
floors are a lot higher than any team on the North.
We've been bad lately.
Quarterbacks are just insane.
I feel like more people would bet on one of the AFC West teams going to the Super Bowl than the Bengals going back this year.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the 4 teams against 1. Yeah.
Oh, just
Re-
they rather would pick an AFC West team.
Repeating's
they only
fucking
have-
hard, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Especially when everyone kind of thinks like the Bengals getting in wasn't like definitive either, you know?
a lot of gray area there, huh?
Yeah, it was more of like a crazy run they went on than like
Like that was it was actually a Cinderella story. Like that was like actually insane what everything that happened for them to get there. Like 10-7 got
Yeah.
you. Like people forget. And that's where you have
Yeah,
us
it was a
going
crazy
this
run.
year. That's what's crazy. Once you get in, man, you know what they say.
nah, it's just not. It doesn't work.
Once
like
you get
that.
in, anything can happen, huh?
When you have a Caballo, like when you have a guy like Joe Burrow, then yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm hearing a lot of Kenny Pickett, Joe Burrow comparisons. No, but realistically, I think this is going to be a fun year. I don't see us going anywhere in terms of the playoffs. I think next year, though, and even though I can't see past lunch, next year, though, is actually going to be where our window fucking opens, and we're gonna have a fucking sick ass run next year. This year, it's fun because the expectations are low, but you actually have a lot of reason to be optimistic still about this season, which I'm excited about. That'll do
Yeah.
it for us though, guys. If you guys don't have any closing statements, we'll wrap it up.
Over under. How many tackles does Devin Bush get this week?
This week, I'm gonna
Would you,
set let's set
three
it
and a
let's set
half,
it at 2.5.
3.5 over under.
Let's set it at
Oh,
2.5.
2.5.
Under.
Under? I have it under, but he'll get a sack.
Dick.
I'll take the under. I'll take the over. Fuck you guys. I've got a fake Devin Bush jersey.
How about this one? Over under 2 touchdowns by Mitch. Or 2.5, my bad.
I think under. I think Najee runs one in.
I think under.
I think I'm taking the over, but Mitch runs one in 2 and he throws 2.
I think you said we were gonna win 17.
No. Najee scoring both touchdowns.
All right, so under.
Any other ones you guys want to blurt out?
Over under 200 passing yards.
Over under sacks. Let's set it at 2.5.
Over. I'll take the over.
I'm gonna take the over as well.
What about over under Mitch Trubisky touchdowns for the year? At 20.
This year, dude, that's how about this one? Let's make it interesting. Overall, all our quarterbacks combined, over under 35.
Under.
I'm taking the over.
I don't think Kenny's gonna come in. Or actually, from the first depth chart,
Mitch is throwing 15. Kenny's throwing 16. Oh no, wait, but did I math right? I said 35 is the over or under, right?
Yeah.
I could see Mason throwing 16. You know, once he comes in for Mitch.
If they each throw 16, we'd be fucking sick.
But what if Kenny throws like 16 in the last 5 games? Fuck, would you get gassed up?
Oh yeah.
We're fucking 4-10, and then Kenny comes in and he throws 20 touchdowns in the last 5 games.
Honestly, if it were up to me, I would just let Kenny play the whole season, let him throw the ball 40
at what
times
point,
game.
how bad would our schedule have to be, or our record have to be for Tom and just go fucking Kenny going now?
I think if we get 2 games under 500.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I think if we're like 2-4, 2-5.
I thought it was gonna be something like 4-8.
No, I could see 2-4 before 4-8.
Really, 2-4? Wow. That's going into Miami.
I mean, obviously you have to think about like how does Mitch look in those games? Like if they're shootouts, and then it's like all right, like whatever, and we're just like losing because
defense,
yeah, but
if it's a defensive problem, but I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't see our offense being that explosive, especially with Mitch, who seems like a really safe quarterback. Like especially from his time in Chicago, Mitch seems super like safe.
He doesn't lose games.
Yeah,
but
he won't win you them.
Huh? You win with him, not because of him, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
If this defense is about it,
how about this one? All-purpose touchdowns. Najee, 14.5.
I'm gonna go over just because I drafted him in fantasy.
I'm gonna take under just because he drafted him.
I'm going under. I'm going around like 12 or 13.
Yeah, realistically, like 10 rushing would be sick, and then 2 receiving.
All right. Over under 2.5 receivers with 1,000 yards plus.
Under.
You're going under? You don't think
Deontay's one?
Deontay.
And then Claypool probably ends up with like 800 if he's.
But then Pickens
well.
will only get like 750.
Pickens will have like 9 or 10 touchdowns though.
I can see Pickens lighting it up with touchdowns more so than yards, honestly.
I drafted Pickens in fantasy, so I would take that. Yeah.
But that's a fun segment. We're gonna do that every week now.
What about a TJ Watt over under side?
Oh yeah, 20. Where are you setting it?
20.5
or 19.5?
The last year was 22.5,
yeah,
right? Does he
where are you
break
setting it? Oh, you're just saying over under record.
Oh man, does he break it? That's fucking hard. If he stays healthy all year, I would say he breaks it.
That's the thing though. I want to say if he stays healthy all year, he definitely breaks it. But I don't want to be the douchebag to admit that I don't think he stays healthy all year.
I think this is the year he peaks and he wins back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year.
That'd be fucking sick.
Y'all,
He
y'all
might break
claiming
into the
defensive
top.
players of the year now? What happened to the standard, bud?
He might break top 5 next year and for the top 100.
Oh yeah. You think if he
Number
would have
6.
broken it, he would have gotten the. If he didn't tie Michael Strahan, if he would have broke it, you think he would have been top 5?
Do they make that list during the season?
I
Or
think
right
right
after?
Like
after.
after.
Then yeah, he probably jumps up a couple spots on everyone's list.
That's interesting. We'll see though. I'm all right. That's gonna do it for us though. I like that last segment. We're gonna ride with it every week. But yeah. You have anything else to say, guys?
No, feeling good.
All right. See y'all next week after we beat the Bengals.